All right, well, today I have the opportunity to go on a pretty cool hunt. A friend of mine from church, his name is Clint. We connected this year. He's a longtime hunter, a lot of experience, really nice guy. Invited me to go on a hunt with him out at one of his properties this evening. And he and I got to talking, and he collects guns. And I had mentioned that my dad has an old, from the 50s model, Winchester Model 94 32 Winchester Special, that pretty unique, pretty rare gun that, you know, I've had as a bucket list that I would love to try to shoot a deer with that gun at some point in my life. And so he heard me mention that, and he was like, "Hey, I got a spot where we usually see a lot of deer. Could be a good chance for you to get a deer with that gun." So he invited me out. So it should be fun. John's coming along, and should be a lot of fun. Try to get it on video. I have the gun here. I can show you guys what it looks like. So this is a Winchester Model 94 in 32 Winchester Special. So pretty rare. I looked up the serial number on here, and it was made in 1952. And I believe my dad bought this from my Uncle Richard back in the 70s, I want to say late 70s, maybe early 80s or something like that. And I think Dad has taken 2 deer with this gun. It was before I was even born, though, so it was a long time ago that this gun took down a deer. And so hopefully tonight we can get another one down with it. But as you look, man, it's just got a steel plate on the end of it here. It really actually isn't too bad to shoot. It's quite short. A fun gun to shoot. We only actually have a few shells left in one other box that's kind of half shot as well. So it's hard to come by 32 Winchester ammo. Dad and I are always trying to keep an eye out anywhere we go to see if we can find some more. They had it drilled and tapped here to put a scope mount, but the reason it had to be put on the side here is the ejector for the Model 94, the shell ejects out of the top. So if you have a scope on there, it's kind of you can't put a mounting plate here. How are you going to eject your empty shell? So they mounted it on the side, and you kind of had to like creep over the edge to see down the scope. But I guess it worked. My dad said it shot okay with a scope on it, but we took the scope off here, and I'm going to use it today, just the old iron sights. So we'll see if I can line something up through there and get a deer down this evening. Should be fun. Out here at Clint's place.
Yep, here we go. Out here at Clint's.
Got the old 32 Winchester Special, Model 94. This is Dad's gun. Clint, you ever heard of a 32 Winchester Special? It was new to me. I wasn't super familiar with that caliber.
Yep. My buddy actually used to have one, and I wish I would have bought it from him. The exact same gun.
Yeah.
And he hunted with it for years. Shot lots of deer with it.
My dad bought it from my uncle back in the 70s, and he tapped it, drilled it and tapped it because he wanted to put a scope on it, but these eject out the top, so you can't really normally, you know, put a scope up there. So he did it, but it never really shot great that way. So I took it off for today.
I should have brought my Browning 308 lever action. It's neat because the action actually is like a spiral screw. So when the shell goes in, it twists. It goes in there, but that's scoped. So actually Cody has it. Otherwise, I would have brought it.
Nice.
So,
well, thanks for having us out. What's the game plan?
well, you can actually see the last shooting house back there.
In that back corner?
Yep, that gray.
Yeah. Is that where the blind
The blind is just to the left of that.
Okay.
I put it to the left of it, to the right, instead of to the right, because when I walked over there are so many trails that are coming in that corner. It's not funny. And usually there's a wooden stand. You can kind of see it in that big tree right there.
Yeah, okay.
That's my observation stand. So I'll put Cody up there, and you know, I put Cody in one of the stands, and I usually go up in the observation stand and just kind of watch. But I see the deer come from up here, they go by here, they go by that other shooting house over there. So, but when we walk out there, I'm just gonna take you over there real quick because I'm not this front one. You'll die when you see what they're doing in this
Okay.
So, if I'd have known, I'd actually put your blind up here, to be honest with you, because
They're hammering the squash.
yeah, big time.
That's awesome.
So, but
Cool.
Should be fun. Anticipation is high. Good guy, man. It's nice of him to let us
It is.
come out here.
It is.
It's really cool. Yeah. All settled in.
Yeah.
Clint took care of us. This is pretty sweet.
It is. We still get the heater pumping, but other than that, we're good.
Yeah. That'll be the final stage. Get the heater going.
Yeah.
But this is nice. It's got it brushed in, and he's got a big clover food plot out here. I don't know, was it an acre probably?
I'd say an acre.
More.
Yeah.
But so it's cold today. It's towards the end of gun season, so you never know what might show up. But you'd think they'd want to be out feeding this evening. So yeah, should be able to get a good close shot. It's got to be like 75 yards or less for me to feel confident with this gun. So yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be. There's trails coming out all around us, so we'll see how it turns out. The gun awaits being used. Da-da-da.
We did the old switcheroo. John and I, as we always do, you try to think of what could go wrong or where could they come from. Again, we've learned from experience. So we switched, thinking they're gonna come out of this corner. Being on this side is gonna give a little bit of an easier shot with the gun. So we switched places and we feel pretty good.
Yeah, which means they're gonna come out of this side over here.
No doubt.
We've got it. We know they're coming out of this side.
It's gonna be, the
Yeah.
whole blind's gonna be rustling around. The deer gonna be like, what is going on in that blind over there?
You'll see. You guys will see at home that we know what we're doing. You're gonna see it.
We got our heater going.
Yeah.
What are the chances of us lighting a twig on fire?
Very, very small.
Layer it in there, just in case. Just in case. That's good. Feels good, man. I like the overcast.
Yeah.
Cool day. Feels like they'd be moving.
Okay, we got December 10th and sitting in a blind right next to the food plot right now. This morning, I thought, probably won't go out, but then I got a pick of like 7 deer about 10 yards from the stand here, and so I figured why not. So we got the perfect wind for it. The blind was turned over when I got here, so I had to readjust a couple things, but thankfully I got in super early, so that should help. And then we'll just see what happens. It's a nice night for it. Beautiful, clear skies. Like I said, perfect wind. And we'll take it from here. So if anything comes out, you'll see it. If it doesn't, you might not see this video at all. So, all right, that's what we got for right now. This video is brought to you by Quest Cheese Crackers. On the quest for a huge deer? Why not try Quest Cheese Crackers?